What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxxPANA, and today I'm gonna show you guys how you can get beautiful butterfly locks in half the time without wrapping, and they're super consistent. If you guys know me, then you know that I hate doing any type of faux locks, guys. So I found a solution, and I just so happened to be scrolling on Amazon, and I saw these. This video is not sponsored by anyone, but I found these beautiful butterfly locks in a crochet style on Amazon, and I'll make sure that I link to them in the description section for you guys. But look how bomb these butterfly locks look, and they're in a bob. Okay, I tried to do a couple different butterfly lock bobs and I wasn't successful. I know a lot of people had saw Breeze. I actually didn't do Breeze, but I have done them a couple times, and so I was super excited when I saw these because I'm like, wait a minute, like I can just crochet these individually and be done. I have to try these out. So this is what they look like once they're installed. And if you guys saw in the beginning, basically all I did was plait my client's entire head, and then I'm gonna install these like individuals. And I like doing this better because it gives you a more realistic look. If you do patterns like you would do for regular free trust crochet type styles, it tends to look really bulky and just not as natural. So I do prefer to individually crochet each one of them in. Now this does take a little bit longer, but like I said, it does give you a more realistic effect. And look how bomb these look, guys. Absolutely love them. So I'm gonna take you guys through the install process. If you have watched any of my full lock tutorials before, then this is literally the first step that I do for pretty much all of my locks, so you'll be very familiar with this. So at the top of the lock there's going to be a loop, and I'm going to go ahead and crochet that loop through the base of my client's braid. When you're braiding your client's hair, you don't need to add any type of synthetic hair to it or anything. You just literally plait your client's natural hair. So I'm going to go ahead and crochet this loop through the top, and I'm going to pull it through and basically pull the tail end of the lock also through that hole along with the client's braid. Okay, it's very important to pull the braid through as well, especially because these locks are pretty thick. If you don't do it, then the lock is going to sit like at a weird angle. It's gonna kind of have like a hump at the top, and you don't want that. So I discovered that it was doing that, and the only way to fix that was to also pull the braid through with the lock. Once that step is done, I'm gonna take my crochet hook and I'm gonna start to put it through the middle of the lock. And this was a little bit harder to do just because the center of these locks are really thick. So that's why you guys see me doing like a little bit of the lock at a time. So I'm gonna pull the first part through, and I'm crocheting my client's natural hair through the middle of that lock. That way it's hidden and protected and you won't be able to see it. The tricky part about this is that when you are braiding your client's natural hair, you need to make sure that those braids aren't super thick, because if they are, then it's going to be extremely challenging to pull your client's hair through the lock. So on this particular lock, I had a hard time pulling it through a little bit. So you just want to make sure that if your braids are proportioned correctly, it will be easier to pull through. But I'll also, when I'm doing like any type of crochet locks, they tend to be a little bit bulkier. I don't like them to be too full, which is why I tried to plait it a little bit bigger. And especially since these are chunky, you don't want to have like that like super full look. It just doesn't look natural to me. So that could just be a personal preference, but yes, look how bomb that is. It's just hidden in the middle of that braid, and then you go ahead and move on and do the next one. So I'm going to show you guys me doing a couple of the locks. My client wanted a side part, so this is the side of her hair that's going to be heavy. So I'm just going to crochet these all through, and I'll see you guys at the end of the finished look. So this style took me 2 hours to complete, and typically whenever I'm doing any type of faux lock style, it takes me at least 4 to 5 hours. I'm actually not quick at them, and I have seen people get them done in a faster time than that, but I literally don't know what they're doing. Like, I be trying to wrap as fast as I can, and it always takes me about 4 to 5 hours. So doing it with this crochet did cut off half the time for me, so I absolutely love that. And I'm pretty sure that you can find butterfly locks in a crochet style that's longer. So if that's something that you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section below. We'd like to see a longer option as well, and I'll go ahead and get that video out to you guys. So we are on our last lock here at the top, so I'm just going to show you guys a different angle of me pulling this through. And yeah, once I do this lock, you don't need to dip it, you don't need to do anything to it. It's pretty much easy and done. I believe that when I purchased these locks, it came with 6 packs maybe of hair, and I believe I only used 3 for this. So I actually didn't count the locks, and I meant to do that for you guys. I was gonna be like, yeah, y'all, I got y'all back, but I actually forgot to do it. But like I said, I think I used 3 packs of those locks. I definitely did not use all of the locks that it came with. And you guys can see that this is the finished look. It looks bomb. I did go ahead and decorate it a little bit. The only thing that I did not like about this hair was that it wasn't like a blunt bob, and the reason why is because if you want a blunt bob, you need locks to be alternating sizes. So for example, you would need like a 10, 12, and a 14, and then you would start with the 10 at the bottom, put the 12 in the middle, and the 14 at the top, and that would make them sit evenly. But because all of these locks were the same size, obviously the ones that are at the nape of the neck are longer, and then they get shorter as they go up. So that's the only thing that I would change different. But let me know how you guys feel about this look in the comment section down below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to see any more videos or have any video requests, you guys can always leave that on my community tab or in my comment section down below. And as always, I will catch you guys in my next video. What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?